Hi everyone, my name is Courtney and I am Fiber Fox Studios. Welcome to Mosaic Monday. Today we are working on pattern number 48, design number 4, which you'll find available on charts 7 and 8 in that chart set for pattern 48. So you will be using those charts if you are going to use your charts and the video together. I am going to be teaching you the complete design in this video, so you do not need to buy anything. We are going to be working in at least 2 colors of yarn. We're working in a multiple of 14 plus 4 if you're working flat. You can work flat or in the round with my tutorials, and you can also check out my description for timestamps, project ideas, and links to other videos that you will find helpful. I have a how-to playlist as well as playlist for different multiples all here on the channel. So make sure you're checking out my description and my playlist so that you can see everything I have to offer. We are going to get started. Want to go over our samples really quick. We are going to be doing mosaic, obviously, and I teach overlay mosaic for those of you who are new, but I'm going to use a tapestry technique to bring in a second color bee on rows 8 and 10. This is an optional. You do not have to do the color change, but I'm going to show you and demonstrate it in the video for those of you who want to make yours look exactly like mine. It gives it just a little bit more of a flower look to it, or that's what I was going for by changing that center out. But like I said, you can just work in 2 colors of yarn, or you can just use color changing yarn. Anything and everything can be used to do mosaics. So we're going to go over our sample in the video is 1 repeat tall, 2 repeats wide. So I'm using a small hook today, so it is a small sample. And then here we have the same exact design, but I'm showing a color change because you can swap out your color B when you restart the repeat. And this is what it would look like. This is 2 repeats wide and 2 repeats tall. Back side of your work is striped. Down here, I carried the yarn, and that's how I'm going to show you. I carried the yarn all the way throughout the row. But of course, like I said, you can just ignore that and work straight on through in 1 color. So let's grab at least 2 colors of yarn and let's get started. To begin our projects, we are going to be chaining in color A, and we're going to chain in the multiple of 14 over and over. And then if you are going to work flat, you will add 4 more chains to your chain count. If you are working in the round, you are just simply going to chain in the multiple of 14 over and over, and then you will be slip stitching to the first chain you made to form a ring, and you will begin working the repeats given in this video, starting in that same stitch that you slip stitch into. You're going to maintain your chain count of 14 throughout your project, working in the round. When you are working flat, you are going to have 1 less stitch at the end of row 1 than what you chained, because we're about to use one of those chains as a turning chain so that we can begin row 1. So row 1 begins now, and to begin we need to skip the first chain from our hook and move here into that second chain to do a traditional single crochet. So all that means is we're working by going into the complete stitch under the V. And now we just grab and pull up our loop and grab and pull through 2 to finish out our single crochet just like normal. Now we're going to begin the repeat for row number 1, and that repeat is very simple. We're working 1 back loop only single crochet into each and every stitch except for the last stitch of the row. So we're going to do that by picking up just that back side of the stitch. So we pick up 1 side only, and then we single crochet just like normal from there. So the only thing that we do different when we're doing mosaic is we do our repeat stitches that are single crochet. They are always worked by picking up the back loop only. So you're going to place 1 back loop only single crochet in all of your stitches, and then meet up with me when you have 1 stitch left in your row. We're now here at the end of row 1, and I have just 1 stitch left to work. And at the end of every single row, you will work your final stitch exactly as I'm about to show you. We go into the complete stitch at the end of the row. So we want to be in completely under that V, and you do your traditional single crochet in that stitch. So all row ends are done exactly the same. We always work into that complete stitch at the end of the row, and this is what gives us the nice straight side. From here, we need to bind off. I like to bind off by doing a chain up 2. So I chain up 2, clip my yarn, and then I cinch that down in order to form a little knot here at the end of the row. So after you've clipped your yarn, you pull out your hook, grab your tail, place your thumb and index just above those 2 chains, and you pinch the yarn, and you're going to pull up on your tail while you slide down with your fingers, and that will create that little knot here at the end of your row to secure the tail. So now we're going to be moving on to row number 2. We do not turn our work, we simply just return back here to the start of our row. And you want to identify the very first stitch in your row. Make sure that this little turning chain that we have from row 1 where we began, we want to scoot that down out of the way. So right here, we want to make sure this turning chain is not accidentally worked into. So I like to scoot it down, and then I can identify the very first V, and I slip my hook in underneath both legs of that stitch. We want to be completely in. And now we're going to join on with a traditional single crochet. So this is how you will be joining on all of your yarn throughout your project. Every row we change color. So we want to grab color B now, and you're going to add color B onto your hook. Draw up that loop. Now I like to grab the tail and the working yarn and chain 1. And we go back into that same exact first stitch. We want to go in that stitch again. And you can let your tail fall at this point. Of course, mine's going to be fiddly because I'm on camera. Let it fall out of the way, and then you are going to grab your yarn and pull up a loop. So still in that same first stitch. And now we're going to grab, and we're going to complete our traditional single crochet by pulling through all these little loops. So that is how we're joining on at the beginning of every row. Row 2's repeat begins now, and it's very simple. We're going to be working our back loop only single crochet all the way down the row except for the very last stitch. So I'm going to start referring to these as just single crochets, and you will know that when we are working our repeat, all single crochets in the repeat are always worked by picking up the back loop only. So you're going to continue down your row, single crochet in all of your stitches, and then we will meet up when you're ready for row number 3. Remember that final stitch of the row gets a traditional single crochet. You want to work completely in that stitch. So we'll be back in just a moment. Row number 3 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row number 3's repeat begins with 1 double crochet. This is how we're going to be working all double crochets throughout our project. We are going to be wrapping our yarn just like normal, but we need to identify our very next stitch, and then we have to slide directly down 2 rows below to this front loop that we left when we did back loop only single crochets. So we go right down here and pick up the corresponding front loop. Now we're going to grab and pull up a loop just like normal. And now we finish out our double crochet, grab and pull through 2, grab and pull through 2. So we are anchoring it down here to the same color row. So our color A rows will anchor to the color A row 2 rows below. Color B rows will, when we're doing a double crochet that is, will anchor to the corresponding color B row 2 rows below. So that's how we're going to be working throughout this project. We are now going to continue with our repeat with 6 single crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. 1 double crochet. So again, we wrap our yarn, identify our next stitch, slide directly down, picking up that front loop that we left. And we double crochet just like normal from there. 6 single crochets will end our repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. So that ends the repeat. Let's recap it real quick. Row number 3's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 6 single crochets. So continue to work that exact set of stitches and you'll meet up with me for row 4. We're going to work the repeat one more time together for the newbies, but if you know what you're doing, you're going to just skip ahead to row 4 and you know where the timestamps are down in the description. So now we're going to begin our repeat again. So for row 3, our repeat begins with 1 double crochet. So we just immediately start our repeat. 1 double, 6 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat by working 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that ends our repeat. So as you can tell, you are just working in that same sequence over and over all the way down the row. So it's pretty easy to do once you get the hang of it. We're now going to work our row end. And this is how all of our row ends are going to work. At the end of every single row, you are going to see that you have 2 stitches left. 1 and 2. You are going to restart your repeat for 1 stitch. So right here in the second to last stitch, we restart our repeat, and then we do our traditional single crochet in the last stitch of the row no matter what. So for row 3, our repeat begins with a double crochet, so that's what we would work here. If it began with a single crochet, then that's what we would work here. It's going to be one or the other. So we're going to do our double crochet now. So we're restarting our repeat for 1 stitch. 1 double, and then we traditional single crochet in the final stitch of the row. Ta-da! Now you can bind off from here. Doing that, restarting the repeat for the one stitch, means that our row start and row end now match. They're going to look exactly the same. We have to restart this repeat so that we even out our final design, because as you're working down your rows, the designs play off of one another. And then we get here to the end of the row and we just have to start the repeat over for the one stitch to even us out. And that will make sure we match row end to the row start. Row 4 begins now. Join on color B. Our repeat for row number 4 begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and number 4. And we will end our repeat with 1 double crochet. And try not to split your yarn like I'm doing. Do. Here we go. Ta-da! So let's recap it. Row number 4's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet. So you're going to keep repeating this exact set of stitches all the way down your row. And remember, at the end of your row, you will have 2 stitches left. You will restart your repeat for the second to last stitch. And then you will traditional single crochet in the very last stitch of your row. So then we will meet up for row number 5 whenever you're ready. Row number 5 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 5's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and number 4. 1 double crochet, four single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 double crochet, and last but not least, we end the repeat with 1 single crochet. So that ends our repeat. Let's recap. Row number 5's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and then we end with 1 single crochet. So we're going to continue to work that exact set of stitches and meet up for row number 6 in just a moment. Row number 6 begins now, and we are working in color B. Our repeat for row 6 begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, and here is number 2, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, and we end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 6 repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you're going to start back over at the beginning of the repeat and continue to work that exact set of stitches all the way down your row, and we'll meet up for row 7 in just a moment. Row 7 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 7's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, one single crochet, one double crochet, two single crochets, one, two, one double crochet, one single crochet, one double crochet, one single crochet, one double crochet, two single crochets, one, two, one double crochet, and we end our repeat with one single crochet right here in this next stitch. So let's recap what we've done. Row 7's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 1 single crochet. So you are going to continue to work this exact set of stitches all the way down your row, and we'll meet up for row number 8 in just a moment. For row number 8, we are going to be working in color B, and I am actually going to show a tapestry technique where I'm going to bring in a second color B here in the center of our design. We're going to only use it for one stitch, this other color. I'll show that to you as we work this pattern. Of course, if you do not want to do a color change, you would just continue with the stitches without the color change. Nothing really changes for you other than the color and just where I'm going to bring it in. Since I am using this technique on row 8, I'm going to show you real quick how to join on and keep your second color handy. So I'm taking my original color B that we've been working in, and I'm going to put that on my hook and draw up the loop. So just like normal as far as my join on goes for the new color, but I am now going to bring in the other color B, and I'm just going to lay it across. So the tail is where all my other tails are. And just like normal, I'm going to be taking my tail and working yarn with my other color B laid across the top of my work. And I'm going to grab the color B that we're beginning with, so our normal color B, and I'm going to chain 1. And then I go back into that same exact first stitch. I can let the color B's tail fall that we're working with, and then we're going to finish out our single crochet just like normal. And what we're doing here is we're just leaving color B number 2 just here where we're going to work over it until we get to the point in the pattern where we need it. So now our repeat for row number 8, we're going to begin in our normal color B, and we're going to begin the repeat with 1 single crochet. So to work this, I'm going to do normal, go into that back loop, and I'm just going to hold the second color and work around it, kind of pinning it down. So we start with our 1 single crochet. Now the repeat continues with 1 double crochet. One single crochet, one double crochet, now we're going to begin working the center of our design, and this is where we're going to be placing 7 single crochets across the center. We're going to work the first 2 single crochets completely normal, and then on the 3rd single crochet, that's where we're going to transition to our new color. We'll work our 4th single crochet in the new color, changing back to our old color B. So we're going to work it together. It's not as confusing as it sounds. So using our normal first color B, we're going to work 2 single crochets. So there's 1 and number 2. Now our 3rd single crochet that we're working here, we're going to begin it just like normal, but before we finish out the stitch, that is where we're going to be dropping and picking up our new color. So we're going to let old color B kind of fall, and we're going to pick up new color B. It's laying right there. Tighten up your old color and kind of pinch it so it doesn't get too loose on you. So we finish out our 3rd single crochet by grabbing up new color B to finish the top of the stitch. Tighten everything down. Just kind of tug on those strands just a little. Now we do our 4th single crochet in the new color with color change. So we pick up that back loop and we begin our stitch in new color B, but we do not finish it. We drop that new color and pick up old color B. And on the back side here, I'm just holding my tail down, or my working yarn down of the new color, just to kind of keep everything from getting too loose on me. That's all that's going on here on the back side. So now we finish out the 4th single crochet with our old color B. And now we're going to finish working in old color B for the rest of the repeat. And we finish out with 3 more single crochets over here on this side. And I'm back to just pinching and kind of holding my new color B in place. So there's 1, 2, and number 3. So as you can see here, we worked our 3 single crochets in old color B, I should say. Then we worked 1 of our single crochets in our new color, and we finished out the center by working the last 3 single crochets in this section in our old color B. So now we're going to finish up our repeat by working 1 double crochet, one single crochet, and we'll end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 8's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet. Then we have 7 single crochets with a color change in the center, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, and we end with 1 double crochet. So you're going to continue to work that exact set of stitches. You can do the color change. It's optional. You don't have to do it, but you can. And hopefully this is helpful. I'm going to work this repeat one more time with you on camera and do the color change one more time with you on camera. So we're going to begin the repeat for row number 8 again. And that repeat begins by using our old color B. And we're going to work 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 7 single crochets. First 3 begin out in our old color B. So there's 1, 2, and now we're going to color change on our third. So we pull up in the old color, drop it, finish out the stitch in the new color B. We're going to work our 4th single crochet with a color change. So I pull up in my new color B. Now I'm going to drop and pick up the old color to finish out the top of the stitch. And now we carry on working our final 3 single crochets in old color B. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet to end our repeat. So that ends our repeat. So now we're just going to end our row. We restart the repeat for 1 stitch. So that's 1 single crochet in this case. And then we do our bind off here at the end. So we do our traditional single crochet. But I like to grab both of the tails to kind of lock them in place. So I'm going to bring up both colors to finish our stitch. And then I chain 2 and clip that yarn. So when I cinch this down, I have secured both of those tails at the end. Ta-da! So this is what your work will look like with the color change if you choose to do it. It's not much. We're going to be doing the rest of this color change up on row 10. So we're going to move on now to row number 9. Row number 9 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row number 9's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 double crochet. So right here into this very next stitch. 1 single crochet. So that's going to be on my color change. I'm picking up that back loop. There we go. You can see it real good right there. 1 double crochet. And we end the repeat with 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That ends our repeat. So let's recap. Row number 9's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and then we end with 5 single crochets. So you can see you're going to just keep working that exact set, and then we will meet up for row number 10 in just a moment. Row number 10 begins now, and we are working in color B, and we're going to have our second color B also ready to use for the center stitch right here. So I am going to do the join on real fast. I have my normal first color B already drawn up the loop. I'm going to lay the second color B over the top of my row. And then I finish out my join on just like normal by grabbing tail and working yarn in the original color B, chaining 1, and then I go back into the same stitch and finish out that traditional single crochet. And I just have my second color laid in place. So now we're going to begin our repeat for row number 10, and we're doing 7 single crochets. On the 7th one, we'll finish up and do a color change. So we begin 7 single crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now with the 7th, we're going to begin in our old color B. So we pull up our loop. Now we're going to drop and bring up our new color B to finish out this stitch. So that's our 7th single crochet. Now we're going to do our double crochet is our next stitch. So we have a double crochet to work here in new color B. Pick up that front loop that we left down here in our new color. And we're going to begin the double crochet like normal, pulling up that loop, grab and pull through 2. And now before we finish the double crochet, we need to drop new color B, picking up old color B to finish out the top of that double crochet. Now we're going to continue with our repeat and work 6 single crochets to end. So I just identify my very next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. That ends our repeat. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 10's repeat began with 7 single crochets, and on our 7th one we color changed. 1 double crochet here in the center in our new color B, and then we finished the repeat with 6 single crochets. So you can continue to work this exact set. You can omit the color change if you would like, and your repeat will not change whether you do it with or without the color change. So you work 7 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets for this row's repeat. So continue to work, and we will meet up for row number 11 whenever you're ready. I'm going to work one more time and show you the color change one more time. So we begin the repeat over with 7 single crochets. And I'm of course using the old color B. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th single crochet we pull up and then do color change to finish out the top of the stitch. Boop. Now we're going to do our double crochet. And we're going to color change before we close the top of the double crochet. And we do 6 single crochets in old color B to end our repeat. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. So that ends the repeat for a second time. And you can see our color work is, or our color change is just here in the center of our pattern. So now we're going to move on to row number 11. Row number 11 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 11's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets will end this repeat. 1, 2, 3, oops, 4, and last but not least, number 5. All right, so let's recap what we've done. Row number 11's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 5 single crochets. So continue to work that set of stitches and meet up with me for row 12. Row 12 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row number 12's repeat begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 7 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, and 7. 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet ends our repeat. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 12's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 7 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, and we end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So you're going to continue that exact set and meet up with me for row 13. Row number 13 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 13's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet, and 1 single crochet right here in the very next stitch to end our repeat. So let's recap what we've done. Row number 13's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end with 1 single crochet. So continue to work that exact set and meet up with me for row 14. Row 14 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 14's repeat begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, and here is number 2, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 1 single crochet, and we end our repeat with 1 double crochet. So that ends the repeat. Let's recap it. Row number 14's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 single crochet, and then we end with 1 double crochet. So continue to work that exact set of stitches. Meet up with me when you're ready for row 15. Row number 15 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 15's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 double crochet, and 1 single crochet ends the repeat. So let's recap. Row 15's repeat began with 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 1 single crochet. So continue to work that set and meet up with me for row 16. Row 16 begins now, and we are working in color B. Row 16's repeat begins with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we'll end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So let's recap it. Row 16's repeat began with 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, 4 single crochets, and we end the repeat with 1 double crochet. So continue to work and meet up with me for row 17. Row 17 begins now, and we are working in color A. Row 17's repeat begins with 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 double crochet, and we end the repeat with 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that ends your repeat for row 17. So let's recap. Our repeat for row 17 began with 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 6 single crochets. So that is all you need to do all the way down your row. We'll meet up one final time to talk about ending and repeating this design for larger projects. So for those of you who are just going to use one repeat of this design in another project, you will be able to just end here at row 17. And of course, you can do a row of single crochets just to thicken up the top of your work so it better matches. If you were going to use the same design for a much larger project, you would rewind back in this same video to row number 2, and you would be working rows 2 through 17 over and over as many times as you would like to grow your project. Of course, you would still end. Row 17 is your final row, and you can do a row of single crochet still in color A just to thicken up this final line so that it matches down here. So nothing's really changed. Rows 2 through 17 are your repeat rows, and hopefully you have found this video to be helpful. Hopefully you like the little tapestry technique to change that center color. That's of course optional. You can omit that second color and just work the pattern just as I did. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you are subscribed. And I'd really appreciate a comment down below. Until next time, bye for now.